Welcome back to Pisces TV with Dr. MB. Let's get started with your reading.
And it begins. Yep. We're going to talk about a situation. Tell you that now. Okay. It may involve a relationship of some sort. Doesn't have to be romantic. It probably is. For others of you, it could be just somebody you looked up to. You least expected some like this from. All right. Some verbal abuse. And then they got the nerves to be the victim. Like, this person, whatever the communication was, it may not have been well understood. And for that reason, their frustration, I feel like they may have lashed out on you verbally. Hopefully, I mean, verbally is bad, physically is bad too. But yeah, there was some infliction of pain because of someone else's own confusion. Now, just imagine somebody confused within themselves. Would totally hate that. Oh. And this person may be associated with a past love reading that we've done. For some of you, this is a past person that may have hurt you. Because we start off with the Six of Cups now. And then the environment, we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like this person from the past, you learned a big lesson through. And now I feel like, for the most part, are focusing on protecting yourself from waiting, delays, being overly generous, and also just being in between, not knowing where you stand. Now, I like that the outcome for some of you and or the near future may involve happiness. The awareness that I'm talking about. The Wheel of Fortune may have something to do with it. I see it in the Six of Pentacles in the backdrop. It also talks about amusement, and somebody was not amused. Okay, if they come back trying to amuse you, your focus is on protecting yourself, your friends, your family, your children. Okay. Yep. I do think the Queen of Pentacles is Taurus also. We are moving into Taurus season. We also have Libra here. We got Leo here, Scorpio here. Okay. Maybe Capricorn. We have some major arcanas. Some things ended. And why this the King of Wands is down here in the reverse. This is the abuser that may have betrayed someone. And it may very well have been why they did it. Right here, the strength of the matter. An intelligent person, probably. They're not, they could have some sense, right? Feel free. It could be the cross watcher. It could be you. But there's an issue with concentrating. And I think the fears and anxieties could have something to do with it. The in-between, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, may have something to do with it. Focusing on domestic matters, focusing on children. It's like I'm not really in this situation. And having a difficult time focusing. And that could have come off as being impatient, quarrelsome, hasty decisions, miscommunications, where I feel like some of you may have been generous to a person and it wasn't reciprocated. And maybe you feel that they hurt you, or you feel they did something wrong, but it could have just been moving too fast or a hasty decision. There could be something that comes up like that. Some of you may have experienced something like that, especially if you're the type that don't like to be ignored. You want your opinions heard. It also has a little bit of, if somebody hurts me, I'm gonna hurt them. So I'm gonna bring the pain. And look at her. She like right here. She is not playing. And this is the focus. She flipped that thing plumb over. And I love watching movies. Or y'all know I just love birds in general. But when the birds fly across the screen, in the movies, I always get a tickle out of it. You have 4 birds. I want to say almost 5. But you have 4. And there could be healing. There could be a healer involved. And protecting oneself could also be protecting our pockets. Because before we were generous, before giving, now we're trying to build better memories. I did see the 7 of Cups in the shuffle. So to come out with the 6 of Cups, it's like we're coming out of that confusion. And I feel instead of the illusion of what we wanted people to be or what we wanted to see in the person or the situation, now we're focusing on what we want, how it truly is, what it's been, because the Judgment card came out in the reverse. But what it's going to ask of us is to see things for what they truly are. And I feel that there is someone in this situation that has not, will not, did not. I think it's the King of Wands right here in reverse. Maybe struggling with expression, struggling with focusing. And they're not going to tell you that because there's ego involved. This person doesn't get things all the time, but you don't know that because they're not going to tell you, right? Your approach to take to it: enjoy your time with the people you love. Keep it simple rather than complicated. Relationships are blossoming and you are feeling love. That's your approach to take, because there could be some past hurts and some of us holding on to past hurts with the Judgment in reverse. And those are just things that we may want to be mindful of, because that hurt with this 10 of Swords was a bad hurt. It could be ignoring, like not talking, not being communicative, going back and forth, being wishy-washy, being flaky. Now the challenge in this situation, or possibly for that person, for you, whoever, finding life stressful day to day. Imagine like being hurt, going through situations, being manipulated emotionally or verbally or physically, and then you have the other pressures of life kind of like tugging at you, causing some sort of stress. Now, you could have dreamed for this. That's why it may have been disappointing, because some of you, this was a new situation at one point that you experienced and then learned a lesson through and may still be healing from. Okay. I feel like this person was overwhelmed by what you asked of them or what you wanted from them. This person's like very practical, very, they got life one way, they do one thing, and whatever you were asking for them to give, I don't feel like they were able to do that. That could have hurt, that could have upset you, or if whoever, I don't know who did what. The person who lashed out may have been the one that didn't receive what they were given. The person who lashed out could be the individual who was not given in the first place. And then out of the confusion and how they just react to get you off of them, let me lash out back, right? Type deal. But someone was overwhelmed by the demands. I feel like it was a matter of give and take, reciprocity, or whatnot in the situation. Someone could have even been rude. Yikes. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. It could be a good movie, because this isn't your career. We're just talking about your livelihood with possible intimate relationships, and it talks about a manuscript or some sort of script. Maybe sticking to the script. Maybe coming out of that 7 of Cups. What if someone with this awareness here, you got the 6 of Wands with the Sun card. I see now somebody has a choice problem with choosing too. They moved away because it was too hard to concentrate on or do at the time. But it's like I see now, because like I said, this is the outcome for some of you. It may be the near future. I see now. So when I think about sticking to the script, I don't think if the script was the 6 of Pentacles, it wasn't stuck into. It just wasn't. The King of Pentacles crossing this lack of generosity and lack of support just says that they may not did it intentionally to you. This is just how they are. And whatever they're going through financially or any projects that they're working on, that's what they need to focus. It's kind of like there was a selfless person and there could possibly have been a selfish person. And unfortunately, that will bring us into alignment like that. A person who should value themselves more in the same car with an individual who could be more empathetic towards others. Boom. I did see the chariot. That's absolutely hilarious. But yeah, the manuscript, that's funny. So it could be a movie. Now, I do feel that since the past situation or the challenge and the near future or outcome share the wands, right? In the challenge, you have the 3 of Wands. And the outcome or near future, for some of you, you have awareness, recognition, appreciation. And for others of you, it's moving away. Now, the person that's choosing, because it may be different for all of you regarding situations, so just picking up on different things, because you have someone who's protecting themselves and the ones that they love, possibly their children. I'm protecting them from this abuse. Okay. Okay. Some abuse that you may be made aware of, because it does have children here. We have a son here. We have a single mother here. And we got the 9 of Wands there. So there's that. Moving away to calmer waters, away from just an unstable individual who's reckless, and it could be financial, it could be physical, it could be verbal, but it's just a person that is not healthy. It's not good. And it may be a co-parent, because the King of Wands does talk about a father. Others of you, there could be a judgment and they're not. And this person feels betrayed and hurt from a woman that was just out to get a couple of dollars. And may have been waiting on an answer. That answer is coming, or some sort of reward. Like it's an answer coming for some of you, a reward coming for some of you, and then the awareness itself of maybe the self-value of this person won't change, of while I'm going through this. It could be the cross watcher that moved away from a situation that gave them anxieties. In their words, possibly didn't, hindered their concentration or whatever, away from whatever they had going on. Because this is impulsive and wanting things to happen fast. This is patience, a delay and waiting, and then ultimately turning away from it. Like, you know what? How am I rushing you to do something that's taking all this time? And that's funny. You have the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. Very interesting. When I think of that, I think about human nature, because we're made of 6 protons, neutrons, electrons, right? You got the Sun card, the Judgment card here. Crazy. That's a big deal. So it could have been like a soulmate, or this experience may be relevant to your soul purpose or whatnot. Calmer waters, stilling the mind. Moving away from fear-based thinking is the advice. Grounding ourselves, getting outside more, and focusing on what you're happy on, focusing on yourself, improving your memories. Because there's an issue with concentration, but there's an improvement of memories. So for those of you where it's like maybe you have been trying to meditate or asking spirit for answers, or just sometimes awakenings happen like that, where you have family situations, relationships, and also like this personal awakening all at once. You could be trying to figure out so much about you, But then there's so much that you've come from. There could be situations with siblings. It's a lot. But it came, whatever this awareness, reward, recognition, or moving away to calmer waters that came through. I don't want to say heartbreak. I don't see the Three of Swords. I just see betrayal or absence and the lack of discernment or judgment. Now, some of us now that you have like a new way of thinking, okay, because you came out of that Five of Swords, and we end off with the Six of Swords. So that had to have been done somewhere. If there's a new way of thinking, if that was recommended and we're doing it, that's a positive thing. And so your new way of thinking brings this reward, recognition, or awareness and happiness. And your approach to take to it is yes to something that may happen in the near future. Your value, yourself, to healing, to protecting. Okay? With the Six of Cups, what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. Stay present. That's where life happens. So it's like inner child. Some of us may be healing wounds that are significant to past situations, or this person that may be returning. For the Three Wands, where it talks about delays, since you did have the Six of Swords where it talked about travels, maybe some delays in travel plans in the past that caused a little bit of anxiety and friction. A trip, pulling up, catching a flight, whatever the case. You have bet on yourself, take chances, reach your dreams. You've got this. Give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. Now in the focus, okay, find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously with the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Pentacles, because look at her, honey. It's like, I'm protecting myself. Maybe you had to do that. Okay, now I'm getting like a person that had been through betrayals from this individual or just life or past experiences, maybe taking something too serious. Sometimes whatever we're focusing on, whatever brought you to this reading, focusing on it so hard could bring anxieties. Right there, because it's crossing it. She is not playing. And this is where it says lighten up. Okay, shout out to the astronauts. It says guilt is a normal feeling. I feel like that person feel guilty. Whoever was the abusive one. You must forgive. See, you must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. So forgiving yourself. Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. And it's funny how I'm getting 2 cards for all of these. Usually it's 3. I be wanting 1. But it's so funny that I'm getting 2s. And then I get the 1. You're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. That's your strength. Is that you're absolutely amazing. Give your inner critic a vacation. Be kind to yourself. And over on this side, we have inner voice, inner critic. Look at that. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you, and stop pushing against what is. So some of you are aware. Okay. Now for your approach, take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. And stop looking outside of yourself for the answers. You already know them. Coming over the Sun card, which is like the yes card. And so it's just like, it's not yes for everybody. It's awareness for some. I get that. Or union. Now in the center, right, where the heart is, we have open your heart. Not just a little, all the way. And let the love flow in. Okay. And be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. So I don't think somebody was sharing their true feelings. and then looking outside of themselves for things that are actually going on, which is like playing victim. I'm trying to tell you how I feel and what I want or what I'm not getting, and they didn't take that well. Here's another: stop pushing against what is, aligned with it, and move on. So that's that anxiety. And that's like, pick a side. What we doing? Make a decision and stick to it. And there was some indecision. Look, I can't even get with that Knight of Swords in reverse. No one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down with the Six of Swords. Just like, so calm ourselves down, calm our minds, because the Knight of Swords in the reverse does talk about a little bit of impulse and then reacting. Our reaction to something, because it says not following everyone else and pushing against what is, definitely sounds like a reaction. And then the lighten up, it's in alignment with her reaction. Speak up, speak out, let your voice be heard loud and clear. And then some of the messages, it talked about guilt again and letting your voice be heard. So let's see what we have as far as the cross watcher. Okay, this individual. Let's start with them. I got bad karma and wasting time. That does happen. Okay, I did that goofily. Bad karma and wasting time. Dust it off. Okay, go outside. We also have karmic friends next to dust it off. So it's like some of them ain't never even committed. They just been friends for a long time. What is going on here? Let me see. Yeah, forcer, karmic friends, dirty offer. So this situation may involve a person where it was never even a relationship or a commitment ever. Or like, how you gonna be my lover and you can't even be my friend? I do want to understand dirty offer, but we totally get forcing things. Uses force to get what they want. And look, he got on the boxing gloves. I don't like that, as we talk about abuse. And we have karmic friends. More than 2 people here. Actually 3. I heard that. With this dirty offer, let's see what's going on. They ain't give no description for dirty offer. It's just dirty offer. I'll say. Talking shit. Yeah. That verbal abuse. Into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, and positive. So let's see. Ooh, romantic love affair. Sex fix, secret lover. Okay, so these different situations. This one flipped itself right on out and upside down. We have stalker, watching, obsessed. That's that king of that Knight of Swords in reverse. And we have bad reputation. This is the person from the past. Okay, it's not for everybody. Cool. It's a new person stalking? Damn. It's a new person stalking. I don't like people like that. This is somebody who just sees potential in you, but then I guess when you get serious with them, they like flake. They smile and act like everything's cool and okay, but run. And that's, we got jackpot at the bottom of the deck too. Romantic love affair. Okay. Cyberbully. You are being bullied online or has suffered from it. Stable. Business owner, CEO, boss daddy. Huh. So that involves a man that is kind of like possessive on the internet. Ooh. We got legal issues. That's not funny, but I thought of Libra when I said that involves a man. When this card came out, I'm like, fuck, them goddamn Libras. But we have legal issues. It would have, the next deck, the next section was this dirty offer and talking shit. So we have court judges, migration lawyers, and let me get another one for the stalker that has the bad reputation. Okay. Grudge holders. It's always that Queen of Wands energy. That's a broad. So for some of you, see, oh, every time I look over here, we have cock blockers, child services, moving silence, fake flexing. So this involves just some dirty, nasty, spiteful shit to do to somebody to try to hurt them. It could also be that family situation where I said the King of Wands is like the father. The Queen of Pentacles is sometimes the single mother. And then we have judgment here, betrayal, Ten of Swords here. And also the Ten of Swords does talk about absence and silence. And so that's crazy. I mean, however it fits you. Betrayal by a cock blocker, somebody who just ain't speaking or you're not speaking. And then we have legal issues because you flexing and they're going to come after them coins. So you got it to flex with. Let me get that. That makes sense. I mean, stop messing with these girls like that. Romantic love affair and into you. It's going to be some shit there. And they digging up shit now. They're going to go looking and they're going to find it. So any of you having affairs, it says digging up dirt and drama starter. And for some of you, we have spiritual hater hates on you spiritually, light magic power. So this person may have somebody got power and somebody don't care. Like you may have someone who could be spiritually gifted for the most part and another person who probably isn't. Some of you may not be phased. Like, bitch, join the club. Nobody care about what you're talking about. And for this grudge holder with the bad reputation over here, it's the same thing. That's insane. Like they, at one point, they could have been a groupie or it could have been or when I started this reading, I said somebody you really admired. Like doing something that was totally uncalled for and unnecessary. I don't know why these two are backwards. Bankrupt, an obsessive lover, past due, past life situations. Yeah, them be the worst. They come back to life with a grudge that you don't even know about. That's insane. Uninterested, travel, broke ass. He wasn't coming because he didn't even got no money. Somebody flying people out. I'll say. These are some that were flipped over while I was shuffling and I didn't catch. So yeah, and this is the last one. Oh, bad karma. So karmic relationships with co-parents, love affairs, and old friends. As well as, like I said, there could be some legalities. Some people are going so deep into spite that they could involve child services. There may be legal issues and they just cock blocking, talking shit, dirty offer. So it's like I don't 100% think in at least one of these situations that there's a victim. And so that's why this King of Wands, like in the reverse, there's no victim in this situation. It's kind of like, what if somebody was talking shit with this dirty offer or whatever happened, right? And then here goes the Three Cups, of course. And then someone retaliates out of spite, right? So it's like two, you get what I'm saying. Two situations. Okay. But in the other situations, I felt predominantly, for the most part, if you're not caught up like in any of these specific details, it just talks about no longer holding on, choosing to no longer hold on to pains and bad memories from abusers. And then it talks a little bit about those abusers who think that they're victims because they're just not that smart. Because how they see things, the memories that they retain from it, make them seem like you were XYZ. You were demanding. You were confrontational. You were drama. That's how they see it. So it's like you have to forgive them and forgive yourself in this situation, because if they don't even have the comprehension skills to see what really happened here, how can they ever say they're sorry? And some of you, this moving on and calming your mind says that your intuition is telling you something, or source is speaking to you. But it says, what has your inner voice been asking of you? I do say that all the time. I don't be trying to get blocked though. Sometimes when we have experiences with people and we say, we didn't deserve this, how did I even attract this? And I say, well, sometimes I've noticed when you have issues in relationships with commitment, ghosting, honesty, it's like, how committed are we ourselves to our hopes, wishes, and dreams, the things that we've told ourselves we would do? You feel me? And like valuing ourselves. So I'm just talking about the algorithm that I have observed. Some people that struggle with valuing themselves run into situations and or people and relationships that are selfish. And it's either, oh, they're perfect together, because I get to be selfish and abrasive and abusive, and you are submissive, understanding, forgiving, and secure. This is great. But then some of us have awakenings and have higher callings or spiritual guides, and or the Holy Spirit just like you and don't want you to go through that, and say, hey, look here. So that's cool. But I'm telling the truth. Like it even works for friendships like that. Understanding tarot, sometimes the Queen of Cups makes the perfect homegirl. Like in the Mean Girls, you would have like the Queen of Swords or the Empress in Shadow. And then who is her best little duck friend that follow her around, agreeing with her and shit, being her puppy? It would be like the Queen of Cups in Shadow. And I'm only saying Shadow so you guys understand there's nothing wrong with the Queen of Cups and or the Empress or the Queen of Swords. But we're talking about sometimes the law of attraction and extremes. If I'm extremely gullible, I could be the best partner or best friend for someone who's extremely narcissistic and abrasive. You feel me? So one way that we probably could work that out is try not to be extreme. Unless you really good at that extreme and you kicking ass and it's like your superpower. I mean, balance is key. It could be. You feel me? So if there are any rewards to come, I just wanted to throw that out there, because I'm not going to let the Six of Wands... oh, we ain't gonna know yet. Okay. Support. How about that? You have the Moon, which puts Cancer, double downing on Cancer and Scorpio with some Aquarius here. But you have the Unknown, right? You also have the High Priestess is gonna tell you when she feels like it. And then this third card talks about the King of Cups maybe mastering what needs to be mastered before you can get it. And or the King of Cups, from my knowledge, unlike the King of Pentacles in reverse with this, the King of Pentacles in shadow with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Cups is very supportive. But we gotta make a decision on if we're gonna like get out of complicated situationships. And then for some of you, a past partner or a soulmate is gonna come along and like with the abundance and like super love you, but you have to stand up for what you believe in and be passionate about it and make those decisions like that. Okay, somebody who isn't going to take a long time to choose you either. Why we got 2 3 of Wands there with the star? So that's Aquarian energy. Ooh, we're waiting on the one. with temperance or reconciliation for some of you, and a happy ending with somebody that you have a strong magnetic attraction to. Hello? That's something. I'm being nosy. We got to choose. I saw the Lovers. I saw the Death card. I see the Two of Cups. I see the Six of Wands. So there's going to be love for some, and either a rebirth, transformation, or an ending for others. We'll just have to see. I'm available for personals, But that's very interesting. Others of us, it takes this personal transformation to start to embody and attract that Two of Cup energy. And I do hope that it helps.
For more information on products and services, visit PiscesTV.com.